The target audience for this video presentation is the general public of Trinidad and Tobago. The objective is to create public awareness of the Tufted Coquette and its value to the Arima Valley in the Caribbean island of Trinidad. Trinidad is a twin island state comprising of a sister isle called Tobago, and according to Young 2014 is known as Airi, or the land of the hummingbirds. A fitting name for the islands that together provide homes for 18 species of hummingbirds. In this bar graph, it can be seen that Trinidad and Tobago has a greater number of species of hummingbirds than the other major Windward Islands. Here, in the enchanting biodiversity-rich Arima Valley, many of the 18 species of hummingbirds can be found. Amongst these flying jewels, there's one gem that quietly carries about its daily tasks, seemingly oblivious to the hassle and bustle around. This is the majestic Tufted Coquette, Lophonis ornatus. Like the well-crafted and vibrantly colored costumes worn by masqueraders on Carnival, the male Tufted Coquette has a costume of his own. This tiny bird, according to the Aceride Nature Center, is one of Trinidad's smallest bird residents, and the male is quite an attractive bird. The upper parts of the bird are bronze-green in color, with a pale buff bar across the rump. It has a distinctive long, rufous, shaggy crest and long orange cheek plumes with metallic green spots. The throat is also iridescent golden green in color. The underparts are green with a narrow breast band. The bill is short, straight, and red with a black tip. The female lacks the crest and the plumes of her more flamboyant male counterpart, and has a pale buff face, throat, and upper breast. The Tufted Coquette, according to Kennefict et al. 2007, is a fairly common and widely spread resident of Trinidad. They can be found in fairly open cultivated areas, forest edges in the northern range, bush savanna, vervain hedges, and are also quite common in pigeon peas cultivations. This species of hummingbird, as indicated by French 1991, feeds on plant nectar, mainly from the orange milkweed Lantana camara, cultivated verbena or vervain, and even on the pigeon pea flowers. The Tufted Coquette is a solitary species that is not aggressive but rather quite tame, as stated by French 1991. In addition to Trinidad, the Tufted Coquette can be found in other countries, as shown on this map sourced from the IUCN 2015. These countries are Venezuela, Brazil, Suriname, Guyana, and French Guyana. It should be noted that according to Kennefict et al. 2007, the species is absent from Tobago. The Tufted Coquette, though small in size, has proven to be quite valuable to the Arima Valley. Economically, the Tufted Coquette is a big ecotourism attraction where it draws many visitors to come marvel in its beauty, especially at the Aceride Nature Center. This world-renowned ecotourism destination describes the species as being one of the center's star attractions and most sought-after birds. The Tufted Coquette also has ecological value. Hummingbirds, as mentioned by Bacon 1978, are pollinators as they spread pollen which sticks to their tongue and bill when they suck nectar from flowers, transferring the pollen when visiting the next flower. The aesthetic value of this hummingbird is undeniable. There is a certain amount of joy, peace, and fulfillment one gets from being in the presence of the tufted coquette.
I like coming here to see the Tufted Coquette because of the environment in which it is and the uniqueness of the patterns and the color variation.
I love looking at the tufted coquette because of its red top. It brings great joy to me.
Though well appreciated for its beauty, this bird has not been widely studied, especially here in the Arima Valley. While there may be no records of threats to this species in the Arima Valley, quarrying activities have been taking place for quite a while now. This has resulted in a vast removal of vegetation that could result in habitat destruction and loss of this gem. The tufted coquette is protected by the laws of Trinidad and Tobago.
The Conservation of Wildlife Act, Chapter 6701, categorizes all animals into 3 schedules. The protected animals under this act refers to animals not mentioned in either the second or the third schedule. Hence, the tufted coquette is a protected animal under the Conservation of Wildlife Act. The fine for which hunting it will be $1,000.
So while we continue to benefit from the existence of this beauty in the Arima Valley, whether that be economic, ecological, or aesthetic value, we must always remain mindful of the fragility of the species and its habitat, and do our part to ensure that we protect the species and its home so that future generations can also marvel in the tufted coquette's existence.